Shalom, all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Akakadas, double honors to the elders, apostles, there no songs that teach you, I can teach all truth sincerity. This series is going to be called OTF 100. It's really, that means, I know it means only the family, because our so-called family that we came from is not our real, family. It's not our. Those are our relatives. They're those are the ones that we grew up when we were in the under the wicked vibration of this wicked world. Now that we're in the truth, we know exactly where our people come from. The Akim that we are enduring with week in week out, that we go and prophesy every usually every week on whatever day you go out to preach this word. You know, the ones that we fellowship with on a regular basis, or those are our family members, because they're doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and they're enduring along with you, and they understand you more better than your relatives. So this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. And verse 47 says, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. And this is what Yahweh Shai said. But he answered and said unto him, that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples, and said, behold my mother and my brethren. So Yahweh Shai then considered his relatives his family. He considered the disciples his family, because he spent hours and days, day and night with the disciples. If you read in another chapter, I believe it's the 25th chapter, where it says Yahweh Shai, it says in it says who clothed me, who gave me meat, who 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 saw me poor, who saw me sick, who saw me destitute. I'm basically butchering Salaki, but it was something about how the men of the Lord, the ones that saw. It was just basically like the Lord was saying, I'll see if I can find this Salaki. My bad. So it's basically this is Matthew 25 verse 42. For I was hungry, ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, ye took me not in. Naked, ye clothed me not. Sick, in prison, ye visit me not. It says verse 44. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee hungry and thirst, and stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, did not minister unto thee? And maybe I'll read 34, because it's like, because it's 35. This is Matthew 20, 5, verse 35 says, For I was hungry, and ye gave me meat, and I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in, naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was a prisoner, and ye came unto me. Um, and then the righteous answered him, saying, Lord, when saw we there and hunger and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? It says, when saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw thee sick or in prison, or came unto thee? And the king shall answer, saying unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Because, Slovakia, because, because, we, as brothers, we're supposed to show charity to one another. We're supposed to show fervent love towards one another, and you know, giving clothing, giving brothers a place to stay, making sure that we're all straight, uh, and making sure that we're uh, straight physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's that's a good thing to do. I was going to read Matthew chapter 12, verse 50. It says, For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, sister, and mother. So if we're doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, um, and we're what's the word? Being showing brotherly love towards one another. That uh that that's doing the two main commandments, and that on those two uh holds on those two all holds all the laws. Loving the Lord with all your heart and loving your brother as yourself. Um, and this is John 15:13 says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And we're supposed to also, you know, want to die for our Aki more than we want to die for our relatives. You know, sacrifice ourselves for the brothers instead of for our relatives, because these relatives that we got will rat on us or persecute us, and sometimes we can't even do anything about it because one, being we're trying to be spiritual, not carnal, and two, it may be somebody that you consider you gotta be considerate of more respect towards that person because they're in the family, you know they consider you gotta respect that person because they're doing that uh and they have no understanding, especially if it's your parents. Your parents, you gotta mind what you say or do because they're stuck in their old ways. Um, but yeah, you gotta be more mindful to, oh, I'll sacrifice myself for a brother before I sacrifice for a relative because your relatives don't they're not doing the will of the Lord. I keep them up. Um, I'm going to Romans, what was it, Proverbs 17, and Proverbs 17. This is Proverbs, uh, Proverbs 17 and, excuse me, 17 and 17. It says, It says, Proverbs 17:17, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So, uh, you got to go through hardship to know who truly is your friend, who truly is your brother, who's really going to stick around, you know, because basically when all hell breaks loose, your relatives are you going to rat you out, completely turn on you, because you're not following the status quo of everybody with the, Esau, you know, saying out here. You're not going with the status quo. You're not complying with the agenda of the system. So they're gonna rat you out, and try to put you in a concentration camp. But the Akim will, you know, ride with you till till the wheels fall off. You know, while your relatives will turn on you at the drop of a dime. You know, and won't care. You know, and that's how you understand. That's how you know. You know, your friend or your so-called family only with you until some go bad. And when some go bad, they ain't with you. You know, but a brother will stick with you even when the bad times come. You know, I'm gonna go to First John, or I'll go to Mark, because and we gotta love our brothers. Because if we say we love our brothers and we love the Lord and we don't love them, like we say, if we say we love the Lord and not our brothers, then we're a liar. You know, because we're supposed to not just love the Lord and not love our brothers, basically. Um, we gotta love Yahweh Shem Shai, and we also have to have a fervent love for our brothers. You know, this is Mark 12 and 29, and Yahweh Shai answered him, the first of all commandments is here, O Israel, Yahweh our power is one Lord, and thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And this was the one I was trying to mention a little bit early. I was trying to mention you gotta love Yahweh Shem Yahshua with all your heart, and this is the first commandment. It says verse and the second is like namely this, thou thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, and there is none other commandment greater than these. So we gotta love Yahweh Shem Yahshua with our mind, body, and soul. But we also got to love our neighbor, which is our neighbor is another Israelite, another fellow Israelite, basically. And that's not our neighbor in our neighborhood where we live. No, it's another brother besides you. You gotta have fervent love for each other, you know, and you know, show that, show that, show that, and I'm gonna read Psalms. I'm gonna read Psalms 133. This is Psalms 133 and verse 1. It says, behold how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. So it's a pleasant thing to see brethren showing fervent love towards each other in a unified way, you know, showing fervent love towards and charity towards one another. That's a beautiful thing to see. It's a pleasant thing to see. I'm gonna go Romans Romans 12 and verse 10. This is it says Romans 12 verse 10 says, Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love to honor, preferring one another. So preferring one another above your relatives, above anything, not above Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but above anything in this wicked world, preferring to uh, uh, the work of the Lord, uh, preferring to uh, be about the Father's business. You know, I'm going to Hebrews, Hebrews 13:1. Hebrews 13:1 says, "Let brotherly love continue." So we gotta continue to show brotherly love towards one another. Uh, and I'm gonna get the last scriptures. First Peter chapter 2 and verse 17. First Peter 2:17 it says, "Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honor the king." So we're supposed to honor all men and love the brotherhood and fear the Most High and honor the king. Fear Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, honor the brotherhood, because the brotherhood is our only family that understands us. And I'm going to say all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Kakadosh. The lines to Elder Apostle, no song citation, I can teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.